everybody. It's Victoria here at Outdoor-Classrooms.com. Welcome for our afternoon tea with Victoria and answering questions. So we have been getting lots of questions. Today, we are going to zero in on the question that just came in from educators in Connecticut. And they are really, it's apropos to it being September, the beginning of the year, being asked to teach outdoors. There's so much to do. We're getting to know our kids and all of this. So the question is, what do you do when you have too much to do and not enough time? And so when you are asking educators to put on top of everything else, let's make an outdoor classroom. It just seems absolutely crazy to think about that as a possibility. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So a little backpedaling a little bit. If you are new around here, my name is Victoria Hackett. I'm the founder of Outdoor-Classrooms.com, which is a virtual classroom offering workshops and a membership and a boot camp and master classes and e-courses and all sorts of resources that really enable you to be all you can be in terms of creating the most extraordinary outdoor classroom on a shoestring budget, mind you. So I'm not promoting any one way of looking and bringing in and spending a lot of money on landscaping your outdoor space. I am really about inspiring educators and offering seeds of inspiration for your outdoor classroom. And we base that on a lot of the research that I have done in terms of all different types of gardens, which we learn about, and also the 5 phases of teaching outdoors. So we will be opening up our outdoor teaching bootcamp, which I'll talk about at the end, in October, and we're going to be doing it a little bit differently this time. So I'm excited to share that. And but let's get on to time management and thinking about oh my goodness, how can we make more hours in the day, especially for us caregivers and parents and teachers that are working with kids and that we want to kind of open up our world and bring our kids outdoors to teach. But how can we do that and also keep the authenticity and the robustness of your teaching practice, but do that outside? We have so many roadblocks and challenges and just the space. We have the kids getting distracted. We have all of these different things, but we have lots of different remedies that we can help you with. So today we're going to be really talking and zeroing in on time, the essence of time. And I have 6 strategies to share with you. But I just want to talk a little bit first just about time and the essence of time. We all have the same amount of time in a day. And it's really it's really up to us in terms of how we use that time. And that we don't want to be constantly feeling like we're on this chase of busy and getting stuff done. We really want to use our time efficiently. So we really have to look at first how we are waking up in the morning, how we're going to bed, and what we're doing with our time with everything in between. Now I got that out. So I'm going to share a couple strategies. I'm going to share one final strategy, which is going to kind of be the icing on the cake, which I cannot wait to share. So this, again, we go much more in depth in our boot camp and many of our classes, but very key to have the foundation of the strategies under your belt and put that into your toolbox. So here we go. Strategy number 1 is to be intentional. And that may be, we write a to-do list. And so this is something that I do very often. And it's called sort of the brain dump, and dumping everything that you possibly have on a piece of paper. I have pieces of paper all over. You can, I have like a book like this where I just brain dump everything. in there. It has great quotes and thoughts for the day, but I have different systems. Sometimes I just use scratch paper, and sometimes I use a 3-ring binder. So wherever, sometimes I think it's better to have all the brain dumps in the same place. But whatever works for you, it's getting everything that you have to do in the brain dump. I've sort of gotten in the habit of certain areas. Like I'll think of, okay, everything that I need to do for outdoor classrooms, I'll do a brain dump just for that. And everything that I have to do for the secret gardens, I'll do a separate brain dump for that. And everything that I have to do for all of the other areas and the house, my family. And so I'll do certain brain dumps for different areas. And that helps me with the second one, which is to prioritize. So the first one is to brain dump. Just get everything out of your brain, put it on paper, write it down. The second step is to prioritize. So you really want to look at, I didn't bring my calendar in with me, but I have an old-fashioned calendar written out. And what I do is I look at, okay, what's on Monday? What are the events that are happening on Monday? And that helps me prioritize what order I put things in and when I need to get things done. So therefore, I end up ranking the tasks. So obviously the things that are going to be happening on Monday, I got to sort of think about on maybe Sunday or Friday, if I don't want to work over the weekend, and really prioritize what that is. And I will be linking this all up to how this applies to your outdoor classroom at the very, very end. So really thinking about being intentional, prioritizing your tasks, what they may be. And then the third one is to be focused, to really stay focused. We have so many other things that are happening in our lives and so on and so forth, but to really remain focused on whatever that task that you're doing. And when you get a phone call or an email or someone comes into your room and says, hey, can you help with this? It's really, you got to zero in on that task that you are focused on, and that will help you manage your distractions. Once you can do that, then you are really owning your time. You're not giving your time up to other things. And that helps you with number 4, which is to be structured. And I don't know if you've ever heard of creating time blocks, but to actually create time blocks of, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to be working out in the morning. From this time to this time, I'm going to have breakfast and get ready. From this time to this time, I'm going to start my first task. I'm going to be wherever. And then really that will also help you structure out what time that you're going to be outside with your classroom. So really thinking about time blocking. And then as the year progresses, when you get better at that, maybe you might be starting the whole year outdoors, but can you make more hours of time of teaching outdoors? That may be being a goal. So being structured, time blocking, really figuring out, and that helps you with being focused. And the 5th one is to really be self-aware, is to really keep track of how you are spending your time. So if you're spending an hour scanning Facebook, and believe me, I'm right there with you, I will catch myself going, oh, whoa, what am I avoiding? I'll ask myself questions like, what is it that that I should be doing that I don't really want to do? And here I am on Facebook kind of, woo. So really being self-aware of your time and how you are using it. And this is the 6th one, which is I really want to dial in, and this is something that we will be dissecting this year, is choosing one project that you want to work on, one goal, one project, one outdoor classroom thing that you want to hone in on and go, and that will be your main focus for your outdoor classroom. And so with that, what happens is when you kind of hone in on that one thing, you end up having a domino effect. And the domino effect is with every great, this is a quote by B.J. Thornton, with every great change starts the falling of dominoes. So once you make that change, that you'll have that domino effect and things will start shifting. Okay, so we're going to go through them again, these six strategies. And I really want you to think about, as we're going through them, I want you to think about how they can really apply to your outdoor classroom. And okay, so you can think of this as in your personal life, you can think of this in your indoor teaching life, and then you can think about it as you are an educator transitioning outdoors, or if you're already outdoors, how to do that. So be intentional is number one. So really be intentional in your outdoor classroom. What does that mean? So creating a to-do list specific to your outdoor classroom. What is it that you're doing that day? What is it that you're doing that week? What is it that you're doing that month? Really looking at the long term. What are you going to be doing in the next 3 months? Can you create a quarterly sprint in your outdoor classroom? Are your kids old enough that you can really ask them questions about how they would like the space to look and feel, and what they would like to bring to the space? So really being intentional about the space, being intentional about what is in the space, what is outdoors in the space, what outdoor learning spaces that you can create in that space. So that's that to-do list specific to your outdoor classroom. Okay. Secondly, prioritizing. So even within the outdoor classroom, so we're just talking about the outdoor classroom, prioritizing what is it that you need to get done right away that will make your outdoor classroom work. If you haven't picked up the starter guide, go to my website, outdoor-classrooms.com, and pick up the starter guide. That will tell you the three main things that you need. That will be your three, prioritizing those three things that you're going to need to get started in your outdoor classroom. And then you really want to get focused. We did another video on boundaries. So if you have kids that are not focused you need to get focused, but if you have kids that aren't focused in your outdoor classroom, you might want to watch the video on boundaries. That will help with creating a focused space where kids can concentrate. And having a variety of these very creative outdoor classroom boundaries will help with that. So being structured in your own time, in your own, but also figuring out how you can be structured in time blocking in being outdoors. What is it that you're doing out there? What's your intention? How long are you going to be out there? How can you transition from the kids from indoors to outdoors smoothly? All of that. You want to really get it to a well-oiled machine. So it just becomes, kids have routines and rituals, and they know exactly what to expect and what to do, but there needs to be some type of infrastructure that goes with that. And this is all these details is what we talk about in our outdoor teaching boot camp, which is so great. So number 5 is to really be self-aware. I also think when you're outside in your outdoor classroom, you really want to kind of observe the children in their outdoor space. So you're being self-aware of yourself, but you're also in the outdoor space, you're observing the children and seeing what areas they go to, what they're drawn to, where are the risks. And then each time just change one or two, tweak it as you go. Change one or two things, see what works, what doesn't work, put different things out, that type of thing. So, and then number 6, which doesn't really change, is to choose that one thing? What's the one thing that you're going to focus on in your outdoor classroom? And it might be a big project, it might be a habit, it might be getting the kids to do a certain thing. Um, it's so exciting to then, once you get that momentum, and that's what we're sort of aiming for, is you'll see a change in the children. You'll see it's getting past that hump. Um, and then once you get your time management built in, because you want to just again take baby steps. You do not want to look at your outdoor space or the thought of teaching outdoors as this huge mountain that you have to climb, and this huge addition to, oh my goodness, now I have to plan for being outdoors. The idea is you want to blend it. You want to blend what you're already doing and then have the outdoors be a bonus, an addition to what you're already doing. So it's not this, and then you want to blend that planning and really hone in on your time management skill set. And then you're golden. But the most important thing in all of this is to really find a community that you can troubleshoot with, that you can challenge yourself with, that you can sort of see possibilities, share your vision and your dreams, all of that type of stuff, and happens in our membership community called The Circle. It's the most wonderful group of women so far, all women so far, that I have ever met. They are ambitious. They are the most creative group of women. Again, with ideas and from all different types of outdoor classrooms, which makes it really, really interesting in all different parts of the world. So I hope you can join us with that. So keep an eye out. We're going to be having some great opportunities coming up. And that's it. So let us know in the comments what you think, how which strategy has helped you the most, and would love to hear your feedback. And I wish you good luck in your outdoor classrooms. I'm having a blast in the Secret Gardens, and if you want to sort of take a sneak peek and see more, come again. I'm sharing most of that in the Circle community, and it's been, oh my gosh, such a blast. So thanks so much for joining us, and we will talk soon. Bye.